Alright, Capricorn, how you doing? Welcome to my channel. Here's what you need to know for the next 28 days, okay? Alright, so Capricorns, this next 28 days are really putting you in this studious mode. You're going to be wanting to study, you're going to be wanting to learn. And the studying is not, this is not you going back to school. No, this is you actually learning from the wisdom of life, learning from the feet of philosophers, learning from teachers, life teachers around you, wisdom masters, those that are more spiritually inclined. This is you wanting to learn the truth about life, wanting to deepen your understanding of what is this life really about. What's this? What makes things happen when they happen? Do you understand? Like, why do things happen at a certain time? Why is it that everything is not, why is it not just raining and sunny and cloudy and snowy at the same time? What's controlling all of this? So you're asking the bigger questions, right? You're asking the bigger questions. You're wanting to kind of like go deep. This is not you willing to stay at the superficial level. This is you wanting to go deep, to explore the intricacies of life, to explore like, okay, what's life really all about? What really is beneath? What controls this? What makes things? How do plants grow? Yes, you understand the botany part, the botanical part of it, but you really like what gives plants their life-giving force? What organizes their cells to metabolize, to grow towards the sun, to extend their roots, find to the soil? What is that basic intelligence that drives them? Same thing for animals, same thing for humans. So this next 28 days find you asking the very big questions of life, like what is time all about? What is patience all about? What is faith? What is love? What is joy? What is greatness? What is happiness? What is success? What does it all mean? What does it all mean to be alive? What does it all mean to have? What does it all mean to have a soul? What's my soul purpose? What am I here to do? What will fulfill me truly? And I love this for you. You're asking all the questions, and the answers are not going to come from where you think they will come from. So if at this point in time you're considering like maybe going to sit at the feet of your religious leaders, nope. The answers you're seeking, they're not what you can find in terms of in the presence of organized religion. This is you going to go meet the people, going to learn, going to read the books, going to watch the people that have taken up, that have embraced the spiritual aspect of life. Okay, they may not necessarily look like what you call a spiritual guru or a mentor or whatnot, but these are people who have understood that the spiritual aspect of life is what determines the other aspects of life, and you're trying to understand it. So your best bet is to actually seek these people out and then learn from them. Don't be put off by maybe they are younger than you, they are older than you, they are not as educated as you, they are not as knowledgeable, they are not as successful. None of them matters, because when it comes to spirituality, you can't determine the worth, you can't determine the quantity, you can't determine the quality based on what you see. It's something that comes inherent. Your soul will let you know, like, okay, this is someone good we can learn from, this is something good we can learn from, this is something good we can appreciate, this is someone. And then be very open to learning from varied sources, like even sources like you might be learning from music, you might be learning from random songs, you might be learning truths from billboards, from children's nursery rhymes. There was something that also came through before I sat down here. You guys, over this next 20 days, there's also something about you craving like your childhood snacks, the snacks you used to enjoy in childhood. Maybe you ate them a lot or you didn't eat them a lot, but these were snacks that were very, I'm hearing like your favorite snacks in childhood, but like snacks you could easily find in childhood, which made you kind of like, which you then fell in love with. Okay, so that's coming through. All right, so this next 20 days just really finds you in this place of understanding, like, okay, life overall is your best teacher. Being open to being led by life, being taught by life, letting life direct you instead of you trying to, wanting to plan, organize, ensure that everything happens in the way you want it to happen. No, there's also something that is coming through over this next 20 days. It's like for some of you, you've been waiting for results coming. You've been waiting for some kind of outcome. You've been waiting for your plants, your seeds to grow, to germinate. And what's coming through, Spirit is saying like everything takes time. It's like this next 20 days is also going to teach you and show you why you needed to be patient all this while. Why you needed to. It's also like your patience, you going through this phase of waiting for a result, of waiting for an outcome, of waiting for what it is you truly desired. It's kind of like taught you about patience. It taught you about life. It also pulled you closer in with your spirit, with the spiritual aspect of your life. It's made you settle more into yourself. It's made you kind of like come into being more conscious with nature, being more conscious with life, being more conscious with the natural cycle of life, not wanting to exist outside it, but understanding and coming into the routine and the cycles of life. Okay, so this next 20 days just really finds you. I'm also hearing that at the moment you least expect, everything you want, this outcome, this goal that you're working towards, let's get some more clarity on that. This outcome, this goal you're working towards, there's something about maybe you invested in something, or you're waiting for a project to take off. There's just something. What I'm saying is, what you're waiting for is an outcome, is an end goal, is a success outcome. It's something that you had demarcated as, okay, this is what I'm going to, this is what I'm trying to achieve. So you've been waiting for this to come in, and it feels like it's taking some time, and you're like, okay, when is it going to come? When is it going to come? And the fact is, you've been going through this waiting period just to be able to better understand the fact that everything in life happens in cycles. Okay, there's a season for planting, there's a season for reaping. If the rain does not come down, the plants will not grow. But if it rains continuously and there's no time for the soil to absorb the water, and then that will lead to erosion, and then the plants will still not grow because they can't absorb the nutrients, right? If it's sunny every time, then that will also still lead to the plants not growing, because they need fluid, they need water, they need humidity. So there's just something about spirit wanting to teach you like everything happens for a reason, right? Everything happens for a reason. Even if you don't understand the reason, even if you don't know why it's happening, why it's taking so long, why is it happening this way, why is it turning out this way, you are being guided at this time to trust that everything happens for a reason. That even if you don't know the reason, it doesn't mean that the reason behind it is not credible or legitimate. Okay, all right, let's see, let's get some more clarity on this thing you're working on. Actually, it's really like, it's like your business. This is more of you investing time and effort into something and waiting for it to pay off, waiting to get the results from this. Yeah, so investing time and effort into something. For some of you, like you took a trip to a place, you like went on a business trip, you changed locations just to be able to bring in and out. What I'm saying is like you took a trip to a new location because you are trying to grow an idea, because you are trying to start a business. To start off a business, you needed to invest in a business, you needed to start off something, you needed to start off. But now you're like, okay, this thing has taken so long, it should already be, I should already start seeing the fruit, I should already start seeing the result, I should already start seeing the outcomes for which I migrated, I moved, right? Do you understand? You made this leap of faith with a timeline in mind. You were like, okay, 6 months max, I would already be 6 months max. 6 months max, I would already have crossed out. I would have gathered like 1,000 clients. I would be having the meetings already. I would have sold this much. I would have made this much profit. And that 6 months is now looking like 48 months. It's now looking like it's taking a long time. Number 7 is significant. There's something about 7 also coming in to show you about the cycles. Okay, there's something about 7 cycles, 7 days. Okay, 7 days. There's something about number 7 that you need to pay attention to over this your exploration into knowledge of life, into knowledge of the truth. Number 7 is going to be significant in how you're choosing to explore, and it will keep coming up as you go through this your studies and research and stuff. Okay, so So you've started on this journey. You took this was like a business undertaking. For some of you, like you went into partnership with someone, or you went into partnership with someone, a company, an idea over something, and you're like, okay, in 6 months this thing would have started maxing out, I would have started cashing out, the market awareness would have been done already, would have started bringing in clients. And like, okay, 6 months came by, I went, nothing. For some of you, you might have actually been waiting for a long while. I'm hearing like 48 months. So it feels, for some of you, even though it wasn't 48 months, this really felt long. It was like, yeah, a part of your mind was like, okay, maybe 6 months would be too short. So let me give some more time. But even the more time you gave it, is like, it has elapsed. And you're like, okay, what is happening? Alright, so that's why you're also saying this message. So this next 28 days, as I've said, like, just when you least expect it, the moment when you least expect it, that's when this good news is going to come. But for now, it just really feels like you're still in that process. You've not yet gotten to where you need to go to. You've not yet gotten to where you need to get to yet. Yeah, you're still in that process. You're still in that process of walking through the chaos of bringing these things to life. It's like, as I said, it's like you guys started a project. For some of you, maybe you went into partnership, or you invested in a business, or there was just this business idea, there was this creative idea you're trying to bring to life. What I'm saying is, it's still going to take some time. Give it up to spring, okay? Spring, a promptum. Spring is significant here for you actually seeing like for you actually getting like the rewards from your labor. This thing you're working on, you actually like getting the rewards for your labor, because it feels like this, even though you felt like, okay, this thing you're working on is just really the business idea part, it's just really the project, it's just really the investment. Spirit is saying there was a spiritual undertone to it, like that you were not even aware of when you started this journey. Now you're in the journey. They're asking you, don't focus so much on, oh, this business idea, it hasn't paid off as I thought it would, it hasn't taken off as I thought it would, it hasn't done this as I thought it would. There's something here around this just being so what I'm saying here is like, it's almost like spirits kind of like not deceived you, but they kind of like dropped crumbs, and then you took the bait, and then all the while they were bringing you to this point of leveling your understanding of spirituality, of increasing your spiritual awareness, of being more spiritually aware, of being more spiritually aligned with your higher self, of being more spiritually aligned with the universe. So all the while, that's actually been the play, that's been emotion, but you were not aware of it from the onset. You were not aware of this from the onset, but now, like, I just want to let you know, like, that's actually the play emotion. Your spirituality is what spirit has been trying to work on, trying to increase your spiritual awareness, what you understand about life, how you see life. And that's also going to help you going forward. Now, the other thing that is also coming here is there's something here around your sexuality. There's something here around your sexuality. It's like, let me get some more clarity on this. But what I'm saying here is like, for some of you, this delay is also kind of like maybe affecting you sexually. This delay is kind of like affecting you sexually. So what's coming through is like this spirituality is also influencing your sexual nature, because there's something about your sexual wildness that needed to not necessarily be tamed. So it's like your sexual energies needed to be channeled to spirituality. Your sexual energies needed to be channeled in a way that it's kind of like powered up your I'm hearing like your sacral chakra. Kind of like maybe you were kind of like sexually not so sexually discerning previously. Now there's something about you going through this process is also making you have a deeper understanding of what your sexuality is all about, the power of your sexuality, what you are able to do with your sexual energy, the charge of your sexual energy, literally how your sexual energy is tied into your creative power. Now that is also tied into your spiritual nature. Do Do you understand? There's just something about what I'm saying is like your sexual energy also needed to be tamed. That's why you were made to go through this journey. So for some of you, this might have felt like you were in what's that thing when you abstain? Yeah, you've been in abstinence. Yeah, you've been in abstinence, and it's like that's also part of like where the frustration is coming from, because you're like, okay, I'm ready to combust, and spirit's like, no, it's not happening. It's so not happening. Okay, so you can't. So that's why. So right now, I don't want you. What I'm being told to tell you right now, don't stress, don't force, don't try to force your way through. It's going to take as long as it needs to take. As I said, you need to actually be working towards spring. Start changing your mindset that by spring all your results are going to come in, all your goals are going to come in. Everything you're working on, everything you're looking forward to, everything you're working on, give it 3 months. 3 months, springtime, it's coming in. Right now, there's still a lot in the way, okay? There's a lot in the way. You're being guided at this time to take things slow. Don't try to rush. There's a reason why this delay is happening. And I'm hearing like part of the reason why you're having this delay is also for you to have a deeper understanding and deeper awareness of your sexual energy and your sexual power and the charge your sexuality carries. Almost like your sexuality is being awakened, but to a new level where you are able to understand like your sexual energy is not just to satisfy your physical desires or to satiate you physically. No, it goes deeper than that, because your sexual energy is pure, potent, creative energy that it's used to manifest life into existence. It's used to bring life into existence. It's used to power things up. So it's like you are being made to go through this period of abstinence to be able to kind of like keep yourself holy, to kind of like consecrate yourself onto your higher self, consecrate yourself onto your spiritual nature, to kind of like remove yourself from distractions, take away like sexual, not necessarily sins, but ways in which you misuse and misappropriated your sexuality. That is just what's coming through, really. Okay, so this journey you have been going through is really just to help you up level spiritually, up level sexually. Like I'm hearing like spring, you'll be ready to go wild, but now like you have a deeper sense of your sexual energy and you not misuse it. Do you understand? You have a deeper sense of your sexual energy. You have a deeper sense of what your sexual energy can, what it can do, what it's capable of, what it can achieve, and then you'll be able to channel it directly. I'm hearing like manifesting with your orgasms, or understanding that your sexual energies, your sexual encounters are like sacred exchange, sacred energetic exchange. Do you understand? Okay, so this time around, I just want you to keep on working towards it, keep on finding the answers, keep on asking the questions, keep on challenging everything you thought you've always known about life. Don't restrict yourself to any organized religion. Seek out God where God can be found, which is within yourself, which is you being honest with yourself, being open to asking the tough questions. Number 7 is going to be significant, as I said. You're going to be seeing number 7 frequently, 666 as well as 488. Okay, you guys are also going to be seeing snails, birds at moments when you least expect it. Okay, the snails are coming through just to remind you, like, also they are coming to just to remind you like everything takes time. Even if it's slow, even if it feels like it's slow, you're going to get to where you need to, exactly where you need to be there, not a second faster, not a second shorter. Okay. All right, Capricorns, let's finish up your reading. Wasn't I just saying not a second faster, not a second short? Can you read this? I feel my way into faith, one step at a time. Do you understand? So at this point in time, your faith is just really being worked on one step at a time. You're being guided to go one step at a time. You can't see the full step. You just need to keep trusting and believing that, okay, everything is happening for a reason. All right, let's see what spirit animals are working with you over this next 28 days. What spirit animals Mars is working with you over this next 20 days. Alright, you've got dragon, giraffe, and turtle. Okay, so first of all, you got dragon. Passion. The dragon is a reminder of your strong will and fiery personality. It is also a symbol of passion and fire. You are being asked to practice self-control and be cautious so that your passion does not lead you into trouble. Remember what I said about your sexual energy. So just spirit is, it's almost like spirit is like you this child. Okay, let me take you to where you'll not be mischievous. Let me take you to where you're not going to you'll not put yourself in trouble. Let me take you out of okay, English is just wonky somehow. Okay, let me just take you out of any kind of like temptations. That's what. Let me take you away from temptations and put you in a place of chastity and abstinence. Okay, so you are being asked to practice self-control at this time. Okay, practice self-control and caution, understanding that your passion does not lead you into trouble. Like, see the card that came out. That wild sexuality. And you've got giraffe, reflection. If you are facing a difficult situation, do not rush into making a decision. You are advised to turn the problem around in all possible manners before deciding on a solution. Your circumstance needs to be examined carefully. Okay, don't rush. As I said, give this thing 3 months. Springtime is significant for you getting your results. And then waiting, knowing that everything happens in due time, everything takes due process. Even if you don't understand the reason why it's taking this long, know that there's a reason why it's taking as long as it needs to. It is taking as long as it needs to. Okay, and then lastly, you've got turtle, calm. There was a reading I did for Capricorn. I think you should watch my video, the reading I did for you, next 6 months in your relationship, Capricorn. I think you should watch that. There's something in there for you, because seeing this now, I'm being reminded of that. Okay, the turtle's, so you've got turtle, calm. The turtle's wisdom teaches us about walking our path in peace and sticking to it with determination and serenity. You may be encouraged to take a break in your busy life and look around or within you for more grounded, long-lasting solutions. Okay, now let me give you a final one, a mindful message for my sweet Capricorns as I round up this reading. Thank you. You've got gratitude and food. Gratitude. I love acknowledging all the little things I am grateful for. No matter what I have going on, I always have things to be thankful for. Whenever I'm feeling upset, I can fill up a page with the things I appreciate. This begins to shift my mood and focus onto that which brings me joy. And lastly, my sweet Capricorns, you've got food. What I eat fuels me. I eat the best foods accessible to me. I infuse my food with love and gratitude before eating, visualizing the nutrients I am consuming and the love that went into growing and preparing this food. Alright, my love. That's your reading for the next 28 days. Okay, let me know how this resonates with you in the comments.